Hey team, it's Coach Reese coming to you today to continue our series on the 4 C's of mental toughness, talking about our second C, which is control. Now, you've probably heard the saying, control the controllables, especially in the last couple of years. So, this C is all about helping us answer the question about what we can control within ourselves and outside of ourselves, what we can influence, and what we can't control that we need to let go in order to be at our best more often. There are two sub factors to this element of control. Number one is life control, and the other is an emotional control. So let's break those down to their basic component parts. First is life control, which is this idea that we all operate as human beings along a spectrum, which is called a locus of control. And you're going to notice in our graphic that on one end is an external locus of control, and on the other end is an internal locus of control. Now, people who score very high in terms of an external locus of control tend to believe that their fate is predetermined and things like outcomes, achievement, what happens to us is outside of us. In other words, that things happen to us that are bad, good, or indifferent, and that we don't believe we have much agency or a choice in the matter. People, on the other hand, who rate really high on eternal locus of control tend to believe that they are the masters of their fate and their destiny through their attitudes and behaviors. Now, an example is if you're going for a promotion, if you have a high external locus of control, you believe that you have no say in the matter, no matter what you do, how you think, how you respond to certain situations, is that the decision about whether you get the promotion or not is outside of your locus of control. On the other hand, another person who is going for a promotion who has a high internal locus of control is going to believe that if they have a positive mental attitude, that if they work hard and they really get after it, that they will ensure that they're more likely to get a promotion than not. Now, the reality is that we don't want to be too high or too low on either ends of this locus of control. We want to be somewhere in the middle and be able to adjust ourselves through our awareness and our self-regulation using those A and B buttons, the attitudes and behaviors, in order to become a better thermostat and perform optimally and bounce back after adversity. Now, the second C is all about emotional control. So again, we want to become the better thermostat by controlling our emotions before they control us. But it's not just about emotional control. It's about controlling our attention, where we put our sensory awareness, how we shift it on demand, how do we get it back on track when we inevitably get distracted. Number two is controlling our imagination that allows us to be able to simulate us performing optimally and being more resilient more often before, during, and after our competitions. And then the last piece, certainly not least, is active and constructive response, using the fundamentals of motivational interviewing in order to be a better listener and communicator so we can influence others within our span of control. So that's the fundamental aspects of the 4C model. Number 2C, which is control. So you control controllables, let go of the things you can't control, and influence others towards optimal outcomes in order to become the best version of yourself. For more great content like this, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button now. Tune in for more in the series. Be sure to find creative ways to train your brain. And as always, we'll see you in the arena.